Alrighty, what's up? This is my NBA free agency update as of July 1st. I'm gonna keep doing these every couple of days, just give my thoughts on the new player destinations, new free agent signees. You know what? It's gonna be an interesting summer, but I don't think it's gonna be the interesting, big name kind of free agency summer that people were expecting. Um, I mean, as of today, it already looks like LeBron is going to sign back with the Heat because they restructured Bosch's contract. I think they said a 5 year, I don't remember the exact numbers. And then looks like they're already talking about Wade, about 11 or 12 million a year over. Um, Saw something like he's losing like 10 million this year, but I guess he'll make it back in the long run. Um, So they restructured their contract, Wade and Bosch. That means now it's just a matter of time what they get LeBron. It looks like they were saying LeBron wants a 1 or 2 year deal, which makes sense. Also, like, I think the 2016-17 season, there's the new TV deal. So I think a lot of guys don't really want to sign that 5 year deal. Well, I think some guys like it for having long-term money for sure, but I think others don't want to because they're going to be able to get more money once the TV deal happens in 16-17. Um, but anyway, so some of the free agent signings: Sean Livingston reportedly signing a 3 year, $16 million deal with the Warriors. I like that deal for the Warriors. Um, because last year, Warriors off their bench had just two spot up guards, and like Steve Blake, who's just really a spot up shooter, Jordan Crawford, who's kind of just a spot up shooter or a scorer. Um, Sean Livingston's more of a ball handler, more of a passer. He's a way better playmaker. I like him for that. I like him in that system. I like him to come off the bench, and I wouldn't be surprised if Sean Livingston is on the talks for sixth man of the year next year. I just think he fits really well off that bench. Also, probably getting in some run with maybe Klay Thompson out, or running with Klay Thompson, maybe running with Steph Curry a little bit, kind of how he did with Deron Williams in Brooklyn this year. So I think it's a good signing for Warriors. They needed that backup guard. Um, I saw they said reports. Well, Detroit Pistons first off, they signed Jody Meeks 3 year, 19 million. People are talking, a little overpriced, but Jody Meeks had a great year for the Lakers last year. And I think what people don't realize is it's a great fit for the Pistons. Stan Van Gundy's a monster. I love that man. Signed a 5 year, $35 million deal. Runs the basketball operations, the head coach. And Stan Van Gundy, I think that's going to be an underrated signing for the simple fact that last year they had Brandon Jennings, then Josh Smith, Greg Monroe, Andre Drummond. Then they kind of ran with Caldwell Pope and Kyle Singler as shooting guard. They're garbage, honestly. Jody Meeks is exact. They didn't have any shooters because when you're starting Josh Smith at the three, your shooting's not going to be that good. We know that guy throws up the most more bricks than anybody in the NBA. Shit, probably going to be NBA history. Josh Smith throws up more bricks. I think Josh Smith can be really good if he just plays his role. Fast breaks. Plays in the post, rebounds, block shots, D's up. But he throws up way too many jumpers. But Meeks, he's going to probably start at the two. That makes that offense a lot better. He stretches the floor. He can put up 20 points, 15, 20 points a game. Especially if he gets the minutes. I like him alongside, depending with Jennings. Looks like they won't bring back Rodney Stuckey, but who cares? Meeks is a really good fit there. I like the Jennings, Meeks, Smith, Monroe, Drummond lineup. Maybe they get rid of Monroe, or maybe Monroe signs somewhere else. We'll see. They also reported that they might be signing um, Isaiah Thomas, 3 year, $24 million deal. Don't know if that's confirmed yet. I don't think it's confirmed, but that's really good money, 8 million a year. I don't know if that means they'd get rid of Brandon Jennings or whatnot, but we'll see. Um, Looks like Kyle Lowry's gonna stay with the Raptors. They're talking about maybe getting about 12 million a year. Good for Kyle Lowry. I want him to go to the Lakers. I'm gonna talk about the Lakers in a second, but I'd rather him stay with the Raptors, if not go to the Lakers. I don't want him to go to the Heat. Um, I also saw this was a trade when Omer Ashik went to the Pelicans. Um, Pelicans have the chance to be a very exciting team and possible a playoff team. If they're saying Drew Holiday is healthy or going to be healthy by August, if Drew Holiday, Eric Gordon can be healthy to start the year and stay healthy, if Tyreek Evans can play, which I think Tyreek Evans, if he doesn't have to be the star of the show, which he won't in this situation because he also has um, Anthony Davis, who I think is going to be a MVP contender for the next decade, and now with Amir Ashik, that's a strong front court with Anthony Davis and Amir Ashik. They're gonna be a powerhouse in the front court. You have Drew Holiday who can be a elite point guard, and having Eric Gordon who got a max contract, 2 years ago or whenever that was. He can score with the best of them. So Tyreek now doesn't have to be the star. He's the third, fourth option. If the other guys pan out like they should, then have Ryan Anderson off the bench. Maybe they start Ryan Anderson and Anthony Davis and have Amir Sheik come off the bench. If I were the coach, I'd start Anthony Davis, Amir Sheik, just go big at him, and with Tyreek, Drew Holiday, Eric Gordon, Pelicans could make some new noise. Like I said, I think Anthony Davis is going to be a monster for years to come. I think if Davis is considered power forward, him and Kevin Love and Blake Griffin, power forward spots looking very good for the future. Um, Couple other ones. Was there? There's not much more. I'm trying to think. I didn't talk about the. Let's talk about the Knicks Mavericks trade that happened before the day before the draft. Tyson Chandler and Raymond Felton got traded to the Dallas Mavericks for Jose Calderon, Samuel Dalembert, Wayne Ellington, um, one other player. Wayne Ellington, Jose Calderon, Samuel Dalembert. I know the 34th pick, the 51st pick, one other player, but I'm drawing a blank. The main players though were Calderon and Dalembert. I know that. Oh, and Shane Larkin, second year player out of Miami, Florida. Um, and then with the 34th pick, they ended up getting Cleanthony early, and then they got Antetokounmpo's, the Greek freak, the guy from Milwaukee, got his younger brother with the 51st pick. Um, I like for both teams, honestly. People are kind of, are shitting on Raymond Felton, but Raymond Felton is a player. I don't care what anyone says. And Raymond Felton's a great pick and roll player. Raymond Felton's a winner. He was getting in trouble with gun charges, with pulling on his girls at the time. So just that means there's obviously a lot going on in his life, let alone the Knicks were kind of shitty anyway. But there's probably a lot of things going on in his life. He's probably got that stage of his life over. He's moving to Dallas, gets a new face, a new team, new jersey to put on. I think that's going to mean a lot for Raymond Felton. I think there's going to be a resurgence of Raymond Felton. And people are saying Tyson Chandler's kind of fallen off. He averaged almost a double double last year. I think he averaged like 9 and 10, 9 points, 10 rebounds, something close to that, maybe 8 and 9. But and Tyson Chandler fits in great with the Mavericks. And for the Mavericks' sake, Mavericks took the Spurs to 7 games, almost knocked off the Spurs. I think they could have. Dewan Blair was a big factor in that game. He got that big technical in the game 5, which ended up made him lose that game, and he was suspended for game 6. Um, and then they end up losing game 7. Uh, Point is you take out Sema Dalibert, add in Tyson Chandler. That's a big difference. And Calderon couldn't play that series because he couldn't guard Parker. They played a lot of Devin Harris, add in Raymond Felton. That team pluses up in my opinion. So I think they're going to be great with if they can re-sign Devin Harris, start Raymond Felton, fit in with. I think Raymond Felton fits very good with that team because with the Knicks it was kind of a sit and watch Melo. Raymond doesn't fit in that. Raymond's better with the guys who run like Monte, with the Marion, with a guy with Dirk who can shoot at the 4. Raymond fits great with Tyson Chandler, who played with the Knicks. Tyson's a great pick and roll post guy. I like that fit. But then also, I like what the Knicks did. I think Jose Calderon is the perfect point guard to play with Melo, and also a perfect point guard to play in the triangle offense. So, and I think Melo is going to come back to the Knicks. I do. I really think that. I just think he can get paid the most money. I don't think he wants to leave. His wife's set up there. I think Melo stays in New York. Calderon's great. They're a fit with him. Um, I don't know what they're going to do with the other 3, Ellington, Larkin, Wayne Ellington. But like I said, the 34th pick, they got Shaquille Anthony early, who I think is going to come in and play right away off the bench. Um, so I like what both teams did. So I'm gonna keep doing these free agent updates every couple of days. Um, Again, I might be forgetting a couple off the top of my head, but I'm gonna talk. But I know like some Gordon Hayward. There's a lot of talk right now. Maybe sign with the Cavs. Oh yeah, some guys who signed some some contract extensions. Marcin Gortat, 5 year, 60 million with the Wizards. Kyrie Irving extension, 5 year, 90 million with the Cavs. Kyrie's gonna be there for a minute. Um, and then yeah, I'll do another thing. I'll make another one. But all right, yeah, I'm gonna do this every couple of days. NBA free agency update number one. All right, peace, love, cheers.